officer on scene advises there's someone on the second floor of the house.
Could have lost everything. In maybe another 5 minutes, they would have lost everything.
Dick Riddell won't forget March 30th.
All of a sudden, I come around the corner up there, and there was just fire trucks and police chief and all kinds of ambulances and everything there.
Smoke coming out of his neighbor's garage.
The car was almost totally disintegrated.
Firefighters say they got lucky that day.
This was a big fire that even as an unattached garage had potential to spread to the house.
Have you heard on the person inside yet?
Negative.
And lucky they were.
I went into a search in the house to find the victim.
Despite a new policy the city started 7 months ago called Brownouts. A brownout is when a fire engine is taken out of service for the day.
Did you want 23 and 21 going on that?
Negative, just engine 21.
A way to save money by preventing firefighters from getting overtime. The city of Moline has 4 stations. Each station has 1 engine, so when a brownout occurs, only 3 engines run.
It creates a situation where we are short-staffed, so we have to ask other cities to come in and help us out.
You have East Moline to respond mutually.
And now we're working with individuals that we don't know. It complicates the fire scene.
The East Moline Fire Department was first on the scene that day. The Moline fire station closest to the fire, nowhere near.
We're way over on the west end.
They had to come down here to Central Station's territory for an EMS call. While they were here, the structure fire developed in their territory, and there was nobody there to fight it.
It could create dangerous situations for firefighters and residents.
4 or 5 minutes is a long time. A fire uninterrupted will double in size every minute. So after 5 minutes, you can imagine how much more dangerous that can become.
But in the end, it's the taxpayers who are getting shortchanged.
We just don't have those kinds of funds.
Moline City Administrator says it's not a policy the city wants, but they don't have money to pay overtime.
We've had very difficult budgets for the last 7 years. Most of the budgets have been over $1 million deficits that we've had to balance. We have lost 45 positions in the city since 2008.
And it's either cut overtime, raise property taxes, or cut other services.
Do you want to close the library? Do we close parks and sell parks? Do we not plow the streets in the wintertime when it snows? I mean, there's always choices.
Steinbrecher says it's about trying to balance priorities.
We take public safety as a priority. I mean, I don't think that we have encountered a situation where that's been a determining factor, though.
What if a situation does happen?
Yeah, it's a balancing act.
Is it worth it, though, in the end?
Well, I think you have to take certain risks. We think that this is a moderate risk.
Without brownouts in place, the city would have to pay $700,000 in overtime. But others would argue that the risk isn't worth the reward, especially when brownouts are happening a third of time for calls coming in.
City administration has been rolling the dice for 6 months now, and they have luckily won, but it only takes one, and one's too many.
The odds are something's going to happen pretty soon.
Clean's been released to the homeowners.
Track 12, 10-4.
You fully expect that when you call, somebody's going to be coming.
Jenna Morton, WQAD News 8.